Damn, don't you just love it when boxing legends start throwing verbal haymakers outside the ring? Well, strap in, fight fans, because Oscar De La Hoya just landed a knockout punch on Canelo Alvarez that's got the whole boxing world buzzing. The Golden Boy himself took to social media with a fiery Clapback Thursday video. And let me tell you, he didn't pull any punches when it came to his former protege. De La Hoya blasted Canelo, calling him an arrogant piece of shit for allegedly refusing to meet with Saudi boxing promoter Turki Al-Sheikh. But that's just the opening bell in this war of words. Before we dive into the drama, let's set the stage with some heavy hitters weighing in on the Canelo situation. Jim Lampley, the legendary voice of boxing, sees a potential showdown between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez as one of the most compelling matchups in the sport. However, Lampley isn't convinced by the narrative that Canelo is avoiding the fight. You're talking about Canelo, a guy with the evidence of 70 fights. He faced Gennady Golovkin twice. Why would he be scared of David Benavidez? Lampley acknowledges Benavidez's incredible power, calling him a cosmic puncher and perhaps the hardest hitter he's seen at that weight. Yet, with only one notable fight against Andrade as evidence, Lampley remains cautious about declaring Benavidez the favorite. Nevertheless, he believes this is a fight that needs to happen, and he's confident Canelo won't back down from the challenge. Turki Al-Sheikh, the influential Saudi promoter, didn't hold back in his response to Canelo Alvarez's recent comments. After Canelo mentioned that he respects Al-Sheikh but doesn't appreciate his business approach, Al-Sheikh quickly fired back on social media. "It doesn't matter to me if he respects me or not. I know why he doesn't like the way I do business, because I only target big fights at fair prices. Of course, anyone who prefers easy fights won't like that." Al-Sheikh went further, suggesting that since Canelo's loss to Bivol, the Mexican superstar has been chasing easier opponents. "I'm not the one afraid of fighting Benavidez or Crawford," Al-Sheikh added, implying that Canelo is avoiding tougher challenges. He accused Canelo of wasting time and making excuses with unrealistic financial demands. Al-Sheikh made it clear that while he continues to pursue significant fights that serve the boxing world, he believes Canelo is more interested in easy, show-only bouts. Leonard Ellaby, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, came to Canelo Alvarez's defense, dismissing the idea that Canelo is afraid of David Benavidez. "Canelo and Eddie Reynoso are very smart, savvy businessmen. I can look into the camera and tell the fans Canelo Alvarez is not scared of David Benavidez. That's just not true," Ellaby stated. He went on to express confidence that when the fight eventually happens, it will be a terrific matchup and, at that point, the biggest fight in all of boxing.
Well, one thing I do know is that Canelo and Eddie Reynoso are very, very smart, savvy businessmen.
Well, they learn from you guys.
Yeah, that's a fact. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. He knows what he's doing, and I can tell the fan, look into the camera and tell the fans, Canelo Alvarez is not scared of David Benavidez. That's not true. That's not true. No matter what the perception looks like, that man ain't scared. The fighters fight. Again, he knows what he's doing. Again, is that I think when they fight, it's going to be a terrific fight. It's going at that point in time, it'll be the biggest fight in all of boxing.
David Benavidez isn't mincing words when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, accusing the unified super middleweight champion of avoiding a fight out of fear. Speaking on the Fresh and Fit podcast, Benavidez said, "With Canelo, it's that Bulls, he needs to be respectful. I won't bow my knee to anybody because I've earned my shot. This fight isn't happening because he wants $150 million. That's telling me he's scared." Benavidez expressed doubt that the fight will ever materialize, adding, "I don't think that Canelo fight is going to happen, so I've got to move on. Now my mind is 100% focused on the killers at 175 pounds." Canelo Alvarez isn't staying quiet either, firing back at Turki Al-Sheikh during an interview with Fight Hub TV. Canelo revealed, "Yesterday they texted me asking, can we talk about a fight with Crawford in February? I told them, I don't want to talk about any other fight. I'm 100% focused on this one." Canelo made it clear he doesn't appreciate how Al-Sheikh approaches things, saying, "I don't like the way he talks. I'm not in this position because of anything or anyone else. If he wants to work with me, it's going to be on my terms, not theirs. I don't need it."
Look, I don't like the way he talks, and I'm not in this position because of any. I'm in this position. If he wants to work with me, it's in my way, not in their way.
Now, let's break down this boxing beef that's hotter than a Vegas ringside seat. De La Hoya is not just throwing jabs, he's unleashing a full-on combination, accusing Canelo of pricing himself out of fights and ducking the competition. Why can you not give us Canelo versus Benavidez? Why? Canelo, why? De La Hoya demanded in his video. You're demanding $200 million. Come on, dude. Stop being arrogant.
This actually might be my favorite one so far. So it turns out I'm not the only one who thinks Canelo is an arrogant piece of shit. Turki Al-Sheikh recently revealed that Canelo refused to meet with him in person and isn't entertaining any deals to be done with him. Why? Because he's outpriced himself so much that the Saudis don't even want to deal with him. And it's all because he will do anything not to fight David Benavidez. Look, Turkey is trying to make the best fights that everybody wants to see. And Canelo continues to take the fights that nobody wants to see. That takes me to Edgar Berlanga, who is fighting Canelo on September 14. Now he claims he has a whole country behind him. Edgar, bro, you're from Brooklyn. I think I'm more Puerto Rican than you are, and I only lived there for 6 years. Puerto Rico doesn't claim you, bro. And as I said weeks ago, this fight will not do well on September 14. Not only because the matchup is okay, but because they're going up against the UFC's debut at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Now that's a spectacle that everyone and their mother has been waiting to see since it opened up about a year ago. And who is funding it and making it all happen? Turki Al-Sheikh. Canelo, you're really making the wrong enemies. But you know what? Fuck you.
But here's where it gets really interesting. De La Hoya's not just criticizing Canelo's business decisions, he's questioning his fighting spirit. In other words, I don't want to fight, De La Hoya said, interpreting Canelo's stance. I thought I would never say this, but Canelo is scared. Those are fighting words if I've ever heard them. And the boxing community is split like a controversial split decision. Some fans are backing De La Hoya, with one commenting, "Oscar speaking facts, these get funnier every week." Another chimed in, "Damn, Edgar Berlanga said the same thing? Canelo really is arrogant, but not everyone's in De La Hoya's corner." One fan fired back, "Bro, get off his nuts. You were an amazing fighter, but your obsession with Canelo is getting old." Another pointed out the irony, saying, "Poor Oscar mad because he can't get a cut of the Canelo fight." Let's not forget, this isn't just about Benavidez. The Canelo vs. Crawford super fight was also on the table, but Al-Sheikh recently pulled the plug on those negotiations. Some fans are questioning the logic, with one asking, "Why do you need Canelo to make money?" There's levels to the game, buddy. But here's where it gets really juicy. De La Hoya's not just throwing shade. He's praising Al-Sheikh as a savior to the sport. Is this a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend? Or is De La Hoya genuinely excited about the future of boxing under Saudi influence? The plot thickens when you consider Canelo's upcoming fight against Edgar Berlanga. De La Hoya didn't miss the chance to throw a low blow there either, saying, "Edgar, bro, you're from Brooklyn. I think I'm more Puerto Rican than you are, and I only lived there for 6 years. Puerto Rico doesn't claim you, bro." Ouch. That's the kind of trash talk that would make even the most seasoned corner man wince. But is De La Hoya crossing a line, or is he just saying what everyone's thinking? Some fans are calling out the hypocrisy, with one commenting, "Oscar acts like these guys weren't around when he was fighting. What was stopping you from fighting them?" It's a fair point, and it raises the question, is De La Hoya the right messenger for this criticism? Let's not forget, De La Hoya and Canelo have a complicated history. They were once a powerhouse duo, with De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions guiding Canelo to superstardom. But their relationship soured faster than milk left out in the Vegas sun, leading to a bitter split and ongoing legal battles. So, is this just sour grapes from a scorned ex-promoter? Or does De La Hoya have a point about Canelo's recent career choices? The boxing world seems just as divided as a controversial scorecard. One fan summed it up perfectly. "Oscar, it's the Crawford-Canelo fight, not the Benavidez fight." Speaking of ducking, remember when you didn't want to fight Margarito and made every excuse possible? It's a classic case of the pot calling the kettle black, and it's got fight fans debating faster than a prime Roy Jones Jr. combination. But here's the million-dollar question. What does this mean for Canelo's legacy? Some argue that Canelo's already proven himself against the best of the best. As Jim Lampley pointed out, he's gone toe-to-toe with the likes of Golovkin twice. Does he really need to prove anything to anyone at this point in his career? Others, like David Benavidez, believe Canelo's avoiding the toughest challenges. "I've earned my shot," Benavidez declared. And many fans agree, with one stating, "I see a lot of dumb comments justifying Bumlanga fight over Benavidez, saying Benavidez is a cruiserweight while Bumlanga is only 1 inch smaller than Bena. I swear, Canelo fans are not boxing fans. They are casuals that don't know shit about boxing." But let's not forget the business side of boxing. As Leonard Ellerbay pointed out, Canelo and Eddie Reynoso are very smart, savvy businessmen. He knows what he's doing. Is it fair to criticize a fighter for maximizing their earning potential in a sport with a limited shelf life? The debate rages on, with fans and pundits alike weighing in. Some see Canelo as a calculating businessman, while others view him as a fighter avoiding true challenges. One fan summed it up: "The Continental is a joke. He contradicts himself in the same sentences. I don't fight Mexicans, but I'll fight anyone. DB is unproven, but I want 200 mil to fight him. Crawford is too small and no challenge, but I want 150 mil to fight him." As the boxing world continues to buzz about this latest drama, one thing's for sure. The sport of boxing is never short on controversy, both inside and outside the ring. Whether you're Team Canelo, Team De La Hoya, or somewhere in between, this latest chapter in their ongoing feud is a reminder of why we love this sport. It's not just about what happens between the bells. It's about the drama, the personalities, and the endless debates that keep us coming back for more. And as long as there are fighters willing to throw down and promoters ready to stir the pot, we'll be here, ringside, soaking it all in. So, what's your take, fight fans? Is Canelo ducking the tough fights, or is he just being smart about his career? Is De La Hoya speaking truth to power, or is he just bitter about losing his golden goose? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and let's keep this debate going. Remember, in the world of boxing, the next big controversy is always just one round away. Keep your guard up and your opinions ready, because in this sport, everyone's got a puncher's chance at making headlines.